Seldes's exploits made the front page, but it was Mussolini who would benefit in the long run. In Rome, the expulsion had a chilling effect. Foreign reporters became more cautious, and two colleagues told Seldes that he had been sold out by a fellow correspondent. Dean of the Press Corps was Italian-born Salvatore Cortesi of the Associated Press. He not only admired but advised Mussolini. His son Arnaldo wrote for the New York Times.
The Associated Press and the New York Times, the two main news were Italian fascists. If an American newspaper had employed a communist in Russia, can you imagine what a scandal it would have been? I don't mean the New Masses or the Daily Worker. I mean the New York Times or the New York Tribune or something like that. And yet in Italy they did it?
Salvatore Cortesi had powerful friends. He assured Mussolini that expelling Seldes would have no repercussions. He knew that Seldes's publisher, Colonel McCormick, admired Mussolini and would not protest censorship in Italy as he had in the Soviet Union just 2 years earlier. Another Cortesi acquaintance was American banker J.P. Morgan, who hoped to profit by refinancing Italy's war debt.
When Seldes was expelled, there probably was not much sadness that this troublemaker is expelled, because there was some inherent sympathy with Mussolini. Don't forget that Mussolini's regime was the corporate state, was the government in partnership with the large business interests for the good of the country, so they said. And for the good of the country, that meant suppressing dissent. It meant giving a rosy picture to what was happening in this partnership. And that had considerable sympathy in American governmental and business circles.
With Seldes gone, the American press glorified Mussolini even more. Fascist spokesmen were routinely published without comment. A New York Times editorial even compared Mussolini favorably with America's founding fathers. With an enthusiastic press paving the way, the United States Senate approved a generous settlement of Italy's war debt, and J.P. Morgan made an unprecedented loan of $100 million to the Italian government. Together, they guaranteed the survival of Italian fascism well into the future.